Hey guys, it's your girl Samantha. I hope everybody is staying safe and is self isolating. This is actually the first time in over a month that I've been out of my place, so it's a little crazy. But I got my gloves, got my mask, even put my coffee into my actual mug. Um, yeah, so I haven't done a vlog in a very long time. I've been super, super busy with other things. So I just wanted to take the time out of my day and do one it's something that I always often get asked, whether it's face to face or on social media, but it's why am I still single and relationship advice. So I'm gonna bring on my bestie today because I feel like he and I went through similar things and we both saw each other go through it. So we're gonna FaceTime him. And yeah, so let me just get that started.
Okay.
Coffee?
Nice. Oh, is that whipped one? What is? Oh my god, yo! I want a whipped one.
Fire.
You like my
Make
mug?
one. It's orange.
I fucking can't. So I actually, before we start, guys, this is my bestie, Kurt. Say hello, Kurt.
What's going on, guys?
So pretty much I'm calling you because I often get asked like why I'm still single or, relate about relationship advice. And I feel like me and you in this past year have gone through something very similar and we both kind of watched each other go through it. So I thought I would put you on the phone, little FaceTiming, self-isolating, fuck my life. And yeah. So
Here we are.
right? Why? So the question I always get asked is, why am I still single? Honestly, I fucking hate that question. Like, whether it's like on social media or it's like fucking face to face, like who asks that? I think mainly the reason I'm still single is I really haven't found anyone that I've really, really connected with. Like, I think for me, I tend to find people who prefer that I give them a chase rather than actually like be like caring up front. You know what I mean? So for like me, if I give them that chase, they stay longer, and then the minute I care, it's like they dip. And it's like a pattern. I always end up with like the same type of people. So obviously it's something I'm doing on my end too, right? That I'm picking these type of people. But I also just feel like I haven't really connected with someone on a level where I guess both sides feel like, we could see a future with each other and whatnot. But yeah, what about you?
That makes sense. And I would probably agree with the whole chase thing, just because, like, I found it with myself in the past that I'm 100% more into the chase. And, like, it could be before meeting up with the girl or seeing her or whatever. Once you know pretty much she's yours or she's in the palm of your hand, you're kind of like, okay, like,
Yeah.
over with it.
Yeah, it's
Like,
fucking
without getting
irritating.
in you or whatever. Yeah. So I would 100% agree that, like, yeah, it could be guys, it could be the guys you're choosing, it could be all of us that are just like more into the chase or whatever, and then some are like still there after the chase. It's funny. I got asked that question yesterday, like, yo, Kurt, like I was playing video games with my boys last night, and then one of them was like, yo, why are you single? Like, why are you still single? He's like, you work hard, you got some money, you're athletic, you're safe.
Yeah.
And I didn't even say anything. My other boy was online too, and he's like, don't even worry about him. I'm sure if he wanted to be in a relationship, he could be.
100%.
He just like, don't worry about Kurt is pretty much what he said. And I was just laughing in the background.
Yeah, because
why I'm single, I feel like, so I was in a long-term relationship, and it ended beginning of last year sometime. And I feel like I'm finally found myself and I'm comfortable with myself because I was in the last relationship for a while. We got comfortable together, and we would probably both agree that we stayed longer than our course because of the comfort. And a lot of people out there stay because they're comfortable or they're in that situation, but
Yeah.
you need to be comfortable with yourself first. And I'm now there, and I'm like happy where I am.
That's good. 100%. I feel the same way. Like, for me, like with my last relationship, I think out of all my relationships, I felt like now going through the one that I just went through, I realized I never put my full trust in anyone like I did with him. And I don't know if it's because we started off as best friends. So like I really, really trusted him. And I thought like, you know, he saw me go through so much that he would never do something like that to me. But obviously like I was wrong. But I'm also thankful that it happened, because if it didn't happen, I wouldn't have found myself like you're saying. And I wouldn't know what I like and what I don't like, or, you know, because like, it's funny because when I was in the hospital, my sister's boyfriend, he turned to me and he said like, what do you like doing? And I couldn't answer him. I had no idea what Samantha, liked doing. I would literally, anytime I'm in a relationship, I would adapt to them and what they like and what they do. And I was like, whoa, like, I don't even know like myself. I don't know what I like doing. And it was wild. But now, like, when I think about it, and now like 9 months later, I'm like, okay, I like this. I don't like this. I see this in a person. I catch those red flags right away now, you know? And like, when he came back for a second time, I thought it was different, but obviously it wasn't. So, you know, it's a bit my fault as well. But I just, when it all happened again, I had like two choices, right? I could either let it consume me and be the same way I was 9 months ago, or I could face it head on and I could work through it and put that energy, instead of into crying and stuff, into like my work, which, you know, I've been doing. I'm starting up my course, you know, I've been working fucking crazy on that shit. And like, I just feel like this time around, I feel so different. Like I'm not dwelling over it like I was before. And it's not to say that, you know, like, I'm sure you know, when you love somebody, it's hard to walk away from them. But when you know you got to walk away, you have to walk away, you know? And I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, I never cried or I'm never sad. Yeah, man, I have my days, but I'm also human and I have those emotions. So it is what it is, right? And obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, I was always perfect in our relationship, because nobody's perfect. And, you know, I had some faults as well. But I feel like I was going through something in the beginning that I couldn't really shake off. And I thought he understood that, but obviously he didn't. And then when I finally was like, you know, okay, like I know like exactly what I want. And, you know, I was trying to like make it work even more, that's when he like just switched up on me. And it's that whole chase thing. Chase, no chase, they don't like it. And it's so fucked up, because how are you supposed to ever be with somebody?
Yeah.
You know?
Agreed. Yeah. And you're right. Like I would agree that you did find yourself now, because like you said, you're more focused than ever right now. Like this whole quarantine shit happened and like you didn't even realize because you're just busy working. Like,
yeah,
didn't even affect you. You were just in the zone.
Yeah. Wild. But I mean, it is what it is. This is like the first time I have like a face on. You see me all the time.
Exactly,
like
yeah. Like every day or every other day for the last month.
I fucking can't. Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to add something?
So what you're saying about not knowing what you liked and whatnot, I feel like, yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people adapt to who they're with and they just start like liking the same sports team as them or going to the same gym with them. And like they might not like working out, but they like spending that time with that person. So they just adapt and do everything that they're doing. And sometimes when they leave, like they take those habits, or sometimes they're like, I never liked to do that to begin with. So I'm going to start forming my own habits and hobbies and figuring out who I am.
Yeah, like it's wild because like I thought about it the other day too, and I was like, I've always wanted to get married and have kids, and that was something that he didn't want. And I was willing to actually sacrifice that and not have kids or not get married and just be like, just me, him, and the dog. You know what I mean? So like to think about it now, like, holy fuck, I was actually going to sacrifice things that I've wanted since I was smaller just to be with someone. And it's just not right. You can't, like, those are things that you shouldn't have to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, would you say you've learned something from every relationship you've been in?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've learned a lot. Like, obviously, this last one has been like the one that I've learned the most. But from my first one up until this fifth one, I've learned something from each and every one of them that obviously I'll take in with me to, like, not to say like take it in my relationship and like use it or hold it or whatever the case.
But you'll take the knowledge from what you know from that situation.
Exactly. The do's and don'ts. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. Like, you gotta always take something from any situation and take it forward with you into the future. So like, you might learn things that you like or you want, or you might learn like what you don't want or how you don't want to be treated, or you know, you can be like, okay, well, this is how that situation went and I didn't like the outcome, so I'm going to go about it differently this time. And like, obviously every person's different and every situation is different, everyone reacts different, but you got to take some of that knowledge with you and just try to progress.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. As long as you're bettering yourself, I feel like that's what matters. You know, I feel like
Why do you feel like this relationship you learned the most?
I think the reason I feel that way is because like I said, like I've never, out of all my relationships, I've never 100% trusted them fully. He was the only one that I fully trusted, and I put like all my eggs in one basket pretty much. And to get like burned in the end in so many different ways, like, you know, I lost my boyfriend, I lost my best friend, I lost my job, I lost everything at one point, and you know, it happened right after my grandpa passed. So like that, it was hard, and to come out of it stronger when I thought I wasn't going to come out of it is just wild for me. I feel like I'm like,
yeah, I've seen you through the whole thing, and like, you definitely came out stronger.
you know what I mean?
Not saying it happened overnight, but like,
No,
the end
definitely
result
not.
is all that matters.
Yeah, I feel like I took my power back, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I now hold my power. I don't give it to men, guys, boys.
Not that you like forgot your worth, but now like it was a reminder of what, you know.
Yeah, exactly, which is wild. But I mean, like, I feel like there's someone out there for everyone, whether you find them when you're our age or you find them when you're fucking 40, 50, or you find them when you're 19. But I do feel like there is someone for everyone. So like, I don't know, I'm not really worried. I'm more focused on like myself and my career and stuff, that when it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I believe the same thing. I believe there's someone out there for everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of the thing is, you can find the right person, but it could be the wrong time. Timing is everything also.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
for all we know, we already came across that person, or we're still going to come across that person. You never really know. But you should know when it's time.
Yeah.
Like that feeling.
It's so true. Yeah. Whatever.
But yeah, over the last year, I would say You've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. We've both grown and done
100.
things, and
We
it's been a good
definitely
year.
have. I'm like thinking about all
Like-
our messages.
2019 was a busy year for both of us.
Fuck my life. Bye. I'm so happy it's gone. See ya.
Honestly, it was right now, like today, looking at this quarantine and everything, obviously I would go back to last year. And last year, I feel like, even though my relationship ended last year, I did a lot of stuff last year. So like it was a long-term relationship that ended. But the year itself overall was a great year.
Yeah.
Went to a bunch of weddings. I traveled. Me and you went out. Like, I've had good encounters. I've met people that I'm gonna know from then till the rest of my life or whatever. So like, I'm happy for everything that came from that 1 year of my life.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a blessing in disguise, you know?
It's a blessing.
Yeah. 100%.
Just don't disguise.
100%. Okay.
What other questions do you get asked a lot?
How do I like get over the person? I'm just like, I don't fucking know. Honestly, time, man.
It doesn't happen quick.
Yes, and I always tell people that like it's not something that happens overnight, and like it's time.
It could be a short-term relationship. It could be a 5-month thing, or a year, or 5 years, or 10 years. But
Yeah.
like you said, like how you learn from every situation and every person, there's something you carry with you about that person or whatever. And like, it
Yeah.
could be 6 months down the line, a year down the line, 2 years down the line. That person will still cross your mind
100%.
for a second, 30 seconds, a minute, they'll cross your mind. But then the end thought of after all of that is always how it ended, or what you went through, or the good things, not even the good things, the bad things. Like, you always remind yourself, and you keep moving forward. Like, every day is another day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know me too. Like, I'm not like, I'm very nonchalant, carefree.
Mhm.
Like, I can move. Pride is a motherfucker. Pretty much say it like that. So
I'm the same way. I won't lie.
as much as you want to maybe reach out or say something, you just don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep
I
going
feel
forward.
like another big thing too is like that I found super helpful for me is not fucking looking at their social media. Cause let me tell you something. That every time that's what I would do, and I would literally like go crazy in my head. But what I wasn't realizing is I was doing it to myself. You know what I mean? It's like I knew that I wasn't gonna see something I liked, but I'm gonna go check anyways, just to clarify that I'm right. And now that like I've like I don't even know the last time I looked at like
I know. It's
social
and
media.
when you would look, it would drive you crazy.
Oh my god, I would
take
get
it
this
from
like
you because I would know.
Yeah.
Like you would tell me.
yeah
I personally didn't look.
yeah you're smart.
Sorry. Yeah, well,
Oh,
you kind of helped me with that, but like you can't take your own advice.
No, I really can't. Like every time I go on, I'd get like this burning feeling in like my heart. It was so fucked. And then like one day I was just like, yo, you need to stop this or else you're never going to get over it. And honestly, like I did it in my previous relationship and it worked. Like I got over that guy like this. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Why are you not applying this to this one, And now that I haven't looked at his stuff in like a month.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Probably longer.
And it helps. It really does. It's definitely something I would tell everybody to do.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree with you on that. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
Exactly. Obviously, like even if you do that out of sight, out of mind, they're gonna pop up in your head at some point. But like you said, like you think about things and your pros and cons, and you realize your cons are more than your pros. So if it was
Pushing
like
yourself forward.
exactly, it was like 2 years from 2 years ago where like he was like different, I would be like, okay, there's more cons. But like, I was even talking to my sister, and she was like, that wasn't him. Like, what don't you get? That wasn't him. The person you see now, the person you've been chasing for a year and a half, that's the person he is. That's not, that person before wasn't him. That was the person that just wanted to get you. And I was just like,
that was the chase. Then the chase was over, and you saw the real.
And I was like, holy fuck, she's right.
Yeah, it's the chase.
And I'm like, I don't know. We're fucked. Humans are fucked.
You know what? You don't see a lot during the moment, during the chase. You're ignorant, or like you just ignore it. But there's always signs. You just choose not to see them or believe them.
Yeah. And I just feel like at this age, like I shouldn't have to like pretend I don't care about somebody for them to like want to be with me. You know, like I'm too old for that shit. Like I want to be able to, you know, show somebody I care and they show me they care and all that. Like,
of course.
Yeah, like I'm too old for that. So
it is out there. It's out there for everyone.
100%. Just a matter of time.
That's it.
Yep. I just realized that I just told everybody I have a course coming.
You have what?
I just realized I just told everybody I have a course coming.
Yeah, you did.
April 27th, guys. Freebies Over Coffee is dropping. Woo-hoo!
Just wait on it.
Have you like gotten asked any like other questions about it?
Not too much.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much all I get asked. Like basically.
For me, it was just like we just kind of. It was like a slow kind of fade away. Like our close friends started to know, or like we started to tell them. I didn't really expand much. Just that it was.
That's what I liked about you. Is that you kept it to yourself, and like I feel like guys when a relationship goes sour, I feel like they try and blast the person over like social media or whatever the case. Girls do it too, but with you, you kept it like to yourself.
Like I said, I'm that type of person that's just carefree, whatever she wants to say. If she goes telling the story, believe that story. I won't even defend it. I don't care to.
See, that's amazing.
I know the truth. You know the truth. My close friends know. That's all that matters to me.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not even really like, it was just like I said it was done. No one really, not a lot of people questioned it. And it was just like, just move forward, like I said, day by day.
Exactly. Time.
But last year was busy, so.
And that helped, right?
Yeah, that helped a lot. Yeah.
I feel you on that. Well,
do people know the reason why your last relationship ended?
I feel like the people close to me and the people close. Okay, let me correct that. I feel like the people close to me and his mom know the real reason. I feel like everybody else, I don't really tell people because I don't think it's necessary, but I know that he bashes me. And I know he's like, his thing is, she cared when it was too late. And that's what he always uses as his like excuse. So I know that other people obviously know like a different story, but as long as I know, and I know I put my all into it, and like you said, my close people know, I'm okay with that. I don't really care what anybody else has to think. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
do you hold on to any old possessions from these guys or anything they gave you that you still wear, keep, use?
I think the only thing I've kept. It's funny you say this. I was doing like a spring cleaning the other day, and I found like a lot of letters and stuff, and I literally threw everything out because like for me, I'm always guessing like was it real or was it not? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I really have is the pair of shoes that I got, and to be honest with you, I'm not fucking chucking away Louboutins, so we ain't doing that. But when I take them out of the box and I put them on, he doesn't cross my mind, if that makes sense. Like, I don't look at it like, oh, he bought me these. No, I put my Louboutin on and I go, if that makes sense.
It's funny. That's how you know we're like the same. Because like, I was cleaning last week too, and like I talked to you the day that I was cleaning, and I told you I came across some stuff and ended up throwing out everything. Then one thing that I own too is a pair of shoes. And it's the same thing. Like I can go out and wear them and not cross my mind or whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought about it, but it's like the same thing. Like who's throwing out first edition Yeezys like Pirate Black over $1,000 right now? Like
we're too much alike.
It's the exact same position we have.
Oh my
God.
God.
Don't get me wrong. It's not like I know you're not wearing your Loubs every day, and I'm not wearing these every day.
It doesn't matter.
You know? They're just there in the box. Like
they're part of my collection. Oh fuck. Oh man.
Do you think they keep stuff that you give them?
I mean, like, they fucking better because I've bought people Louboutins, Yeezys, fucking Giuseppe Zanottis. If they ain't fucking keeping that shit, I'm gonna be real pissed. I think they do.
So there's an old wives' tale back in the day.
Huh?
That said, there was an old wives' tale.
Yeah.
That said, like, don't buy your girlfriend or boyfriend shoes because it means they'll walk out of your life wearing them. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Google it after this.
Wow. I've bought everybody's shoes. Makes sense. No, I would hope so. Like I've spent a decent amount of money on boyfriends. Like
I know
a lot.
you have.
Yeah. So yeah. Crazy. But I feel like I'm going to be like that anyways. Like, I'm still going to continue to be like that. Because that's just me.
Yeah, of course. You shouldn't change that part of you. Like, that shouldn't...
No, I'm not. That's been me, and it'll always be me. And it is what it is. A lot of people, you know, now that you say this, something just popped into my head. Everybody always asks me, like, after being burned so many times by guys, how do you still, like, continue to believe like in love and this and that? I know it sounds cheesy, and I don't even really have like an answer for it, but I just feel like if you close yourself off to it, you'll be alone like forever, you know what I mean? And I just don't feel like that's like my future. I know I'm not meant to be alone.
100%. That's life though. Like you gotta, like, no one just
no one's the same.
Goes through life being perfect, doesn't fall down, doesn't hurt himself, doesn't fail. Like, you know, the thing is bouncing back, coming back stronger or harder. That's the whole.
You were frozen. Can I just tell you how I have like the AC on right now because I'm fucking sweating? These fucking meds.
You would be. Yeah, you would be.
Did you see the snap this morning?
Oh, yeah, I did see that one.
Oh. You saw it?
Okay.
The one I was drenched?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I just did a workout in half. Oh, fuck. I can't. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. I feel like we've covered most of it. Hopefully people will stop asking now, but I feel like they won't. So, but yeah, thanks for coming on FaceTime with me and sharing.
No problem.
And yeah, give me 1 second.